Good Morning Texas Home and Wealth, sponsored by Rodney Anderson with Supreme Lending.
So you've probably seen the news about those low mortgage interest rates and their impending rises. But what you may not realize is that if you were to get a mortgage, your interest and fees may actually be different. Rodney Anderson, our mortgage expert, is here with us today to give us some details, a few more details. And Rodney, we see and hear those advertisements about low competitive interest rates. But really, what's going on out here?
Well, here's what happens is many lenders online will disguise their interest rates. They'll offer an interest rate that 1 out of every million people can get. In fact, a major company just this past week was fined $1.1 million. And they catered toward VA loans, and they were disguising a rate, and they said they were giving people lender credits to offset closing costs, and they never gave those lender credits. So what happens is you got to do a lot of research on people through the Better Business Bureau, through ripoffreport.com. You got to check a lot of these things out, and some of it's the major lenders that are out there as well. So it can vary from lender to lender, but you really want to check out. And we feel like sometimes we have to be the police because we know when somebody's getting too good of deal. Then what happens is you're setting yourself up for failure down the road.
Sounds like that old adage, if it sounds too good, it probably is too good. So let's talk about the lenders. They calculate a rate and fees. What factors are they using with that?
Yeah, most importantly, your FICO credit score. Not your credit card FICO, not your Credit Karma. Your mortgage FICO score is number one. The lower the score, you may not be able to get a mortgage, but the lower the score, the more the fees that you'll be charged that Fannie Mae charges as add-ons.
I don't think I realized that.
Yeah. Number two, the type of loan. I mean, what type of loan are you doing? Are you doing a cash-out refinance? Are you buying a home? Are you doing a straight refinance? And third of all, how much equity do you have in your home? Your loan-to-value will come into play. And there are lots of different factors that are right there on the screen that will determine your interest rate. And a lot of times, here's what happens. When I say they put that rate out there, we see it all the time on cash outs where people call us up and go, you better jump on it because it's way too good to be true. And then all of a sudden they start calling back and they say, yeah, the lender I was talking to wasn't licensed to do cash outs in the state of Texas. Or all of a sudden they started changing the terms and all of a sudden they talked to 3 different people and everything changed. When that happens, that is red flag number 1 and you do something else.
That goes back to just really doing your homework. But when reviewing the interest rate that a lender quotes, is there a resource to confirm we're getting the best deal? I know you mentioned a couple of things, but
yeah, here's what I tell people. When you're talking to different lenders, look at the rates. If somebody's giving you way lower than the market, if 2 or 3 people are about at the market and then you get this one low one coming in, be careful during that situation. We all buy our money from the same places. We're all regulated by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So most interest rates and closing costs should be identical, but also it's important to check the lender on how long the lock-in period is, how long it's going to take them to close a loan. Here's what we've seen. We've seen lenders quote 45 days to close a loan, but then they'll lock you in for 30 days. And that means that your rate's going to expire and you could be subject to a higher interest rate. We see this a lot with one of the major banks that's out there where they're quoting people 90 to 180 days to get a refinance done.
Wow. Okay, folks, you have got to do your homework. You can also give Rodney a call at 1-800-EXPRESS or go to rodneyanderson.com for more information on rates, fees, and what you need to know when you're going through a mortgage process or you're refinancing.